I don't exactly know how this is going to go. More like an interview rather than anything else. Started this YouTube channel, I guess, to improve some skills, speaking skills in front of the camera, produce better quality content and provide more value for more people. I think the way that things are going, find myself thinking about the future and where everything's going. At one point I did want to retire, but I know retirement doesn't hold the answers or, solve the problems. I've read a lot of books. You can only see a few of them in the background. I guess the books have helped me to understand my place in the world and in the universe. Constantly struggling for meaning and trying to understand my desires and why I wanted certain things, or why I was the way I was, or why am I here on this earth? Finding purpose. I often wonder if I'm on the right path. I often wonder if what I'm doing is the right thing. Constantly feel lost. I'm grateful there's a roof over my head. There's food in the fridge. I get to do wonderful things every day, helping people with their health and fitness and being around people and enjoying people's company. I could do that with my eyes closed for the rest of my life. I am grateful for the things that I have and what I get to do and how my mind thinks. I don't think we have as long left in the way that the world is right now. I used to think on a scale of 5, 10, 20, 50 years into the future, or at least I thought about it on occasion, and making big goals and then making the smaller goals that lead up to the big goal would obviously provide a lot of purpose. It creates a lot of forward thinking. Success, according to Nightingale, is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Successful isn't strictly money. Making money means you're providing value. So if you're able to make money doing something, it's more like a marker of how much value you're actually providing. If you're not getting paid much in a job, the value of that job is not that high, or you're being underpaid. The only counteraction to that is to upgrade your skills, provide more value to the business. And it's quite hard if you're an employee. I understand. I've been an employee for years. I've only been self-employed and I guess quote unquote a business owner for I've been self-employed for 4.5 years and a business owner for maybe 9 months, and there is a lot of reward in that. I get to employ people. I've only got a few employees, and just to know that I can make a workplace for them and be the sort of person that they want to do work for and good work for is rewarding. All through my work life, I only had two people I really wanted to do really good work for, and it wasn't the business that I was doing work for, it was them. I wanted to do good for them. The business I couldn't give a shit about, and I guess those are the people I look up to. They're leaders without a title per se. They led by example. They treated me with respect. They genuinely cared about me. And they wanted me to do good work, but they wanted me to do good work, but also know that I was still a human being. That you don't bend over backwards for a company. You do good work, and they never asked me to do good work for them. I did good work because I wanted to do that work for them, and I'm just glad. I'm privileged. I'm lucky to be in a position where I do have a few employees, and I can give that back. I can provide a workplace where they actually do enjoy working for the person that's employed them. it's very meaningful. Back to what I was saying before, I used to have big plans, and seems like I don't think we have that long left when it comes to AI. I go researching for a lot of stuff. I understand it's probably because I dig a little bit too deep. The world we will live in within the next 6 to 12 months, it's actually the 1st of August today, 2023. They're racing towards two things. Artificial general intelligence, which is the start of an AI super god. So many intelligent people have warned about playing with this sort of intelligence. It'll be the end of all purpose for human beings. All I know is that we only ever feel good when we're being productive, and being productive is providing value. If we don't provide value to anyone, we won't feel like we're serving a purpose. I guess that's the whole thing about finding a purpose. You serve a purpose. And when all that is taken away, we that's where we find meaning. And they're racing towards digital super god, and they're also racing towards full robotics. And when you pair that with AI, all I have to do is solve one thing with robotics, and that is pick up a hammer and nail it into a piece of timber. And those exact same actions will be able to be transferred into every other task. The equivalent would be sweeping and mopping the floor, picking up weights and stacking them, putting the chairs in, making the bed, cutting the grass, taking out the bins, walking the dog, just by a simple program. And they are actively, I guess, these companies, and they need to, because that's how they will get paid, because that value is very high. You figure that out, and it's off to the races. You've got literally a robot with enough capacity to literally do every piece of physical labor, and faster and better and quicker and stronger. You'll be able to make these robots run twice as fast as humans, lift 3 to 10 times as much weight. The speed, the force, it'll be unreal. And all I have to do is initially get a robot to pick up a hammer, pick up a nail, and hammer it into a wall in the right spot, and it would have the physical functioning to perform that and perform 100 other tasks simultaneously just by softwaring. And they're all racing towards this one task, I guess. So that's the elimination of all physical labor. I understand people, that there's a desire to do less physical tasks, but when you wipe out all the physical tasks that could be productive work for humans, and then you wipe out all the intellectual tasks, you have literally wiped out everything that allows a human being to feel productive, which means to provide value, which means to give purpose. And if you can't give a human being purpose, they're stacked in misery. Happiness only comes from feeling like you provide value to others. And if we cannot provide value to others because something else can do it better, then we're doomed. And I'm not talking we're going to die. Literally, when we feel like we're not valued, because how can you provide value if you've got nothing valuable to give? If that's it. That's the end of all purpose for human beings. So that's it. I mean, how could I make plans to build a business when robotics? How could I make plans to employ people to do good work, to go on a journey, to go somewhere, when every job, every thought process will be far superior when done with an AI or a physically capable robot, and it's not that far away. They are working on all this stuff right now, and it just puts a dent in my step. It seems like it's only a matter of time, and it seems like really negative, but I don't. They all racing so fast towards this stuff that even the leaders in the tech world, even the people that are working on building artificial general intelligence and robotics, they're actually the ones that are saying that we better put some safety checks in there before it's too late. I mean, these are the guys working on it, and every business that's working on it, or every company, is trying to beat them. So putting safety checks in there just slows down the process. So they're in a race, and if not by the end of this year, definitely by the end of the next year, it kind of creates, I guess, like a sense of giving up. Everything that I wanted to achieve, everything that gave me purpose, because I felt like I could be valuable to others, will probably be gone.